my got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the 50s like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apology, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mecca. I refuse to let these devils look like a Vega. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hella tension, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So one stop.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Throwing after the interception. Kirkland steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he goes out right around the 39. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. The Eagles 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Kirkland. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. Not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Off play action. Kirkland. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Flush to his right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To throw is Watson. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
On 1st down, Kirkland forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Kirkland. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At the line, this Philly offense set to go. Throwing after the interception. Kirkland rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
From the 17, Watson escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Hassan Reddick.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. To throw on second down. Kirkland being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Sliding out of the pocket. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Off the play fake, Kirkland. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Kirkland dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. The gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. Pushes him over. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll find Schwartz complete right side. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Chubb will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss
loss of 4.
That was a huge play on third down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flush to his right. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Kirkland. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A give running right is Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 99 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Escaping and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
A big pickup of 38. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
York on now for the extra point.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Cleveland, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they will fall to 1-1. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.